I recall first waking up for today around 12:30 in the morning. Then I fell back asleep and woke up again around 2:30 in the morning. Around 9 in the morning, I had 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That I made entirely. Toasting and spreading. With my first cup of coffee today. I had a full cup of coffee, followed by a partial cup of coffee that I recall as being just a quarter of a cup, followed by 2 more full cups, for a total of 3 full cups of coffee and a partial cup of coffee from 9 in the morning to about 11:45 in the morning. Around the time Dad drove me to the Wegmans I work at. Where I worked from 12:30 in the morning. 12:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. I took my one and only 15-minute break for today at 4:30 p.m. not having my usual two mild cheddar cheese sticks, because I instead had two donuts left over from a birthday event yesterday. And there were two donuts left over. The first one I had was a chocolate cream filled donut with chocolate frosting and chocolate sprinkles. And the second one was an apple fritter. I had those two donuts so they wouldn't be wasted. I was told they likely wouldn't be donated at one point. I waited until about 15 minutes before I took my break to have them, but I first saw them at the start of my shift. For my shift, I did the usual of restocking merchandise within the produce department by using typically a cart with two levels, but sometimes also a runner with one bottom level. To bring merchandise from the produce holding area to the produce department. When I use a runner, I most often use it for full banana boxes, used to restock the banana section of the produce department, of which I spent about the first hour and 15 minutes of my shift doing. I had to pull a whole bunch of bananas. Not just one bunch of them. I had to pull at least 25 individual bananas. Because they had split open at the seam. And once that happens to a banana, it's no longer protected by its skin. And it's quick to rot. Luckily, the vast majority of split open bananas were still fine. With just a few that showed any signs of rotting. And even those, it was just some browning and mushiness. It wasn't like any of the bananas I encountered that had been probably been attacked by fruit flies. Which I feel explains how one banana could be completely rotten on a bunch that is otherwise perfectly fine. I recall reloading the banana runner twice today. Throughout my shift. And when I started my shift, the banana section was pretty much barren. There were just some bunches here and there. Within the section. Throughout my shift, I sometimes offered help to passing customers. But if they requested help with anything, usually to ask where an item was or if we had a specific item. They would get my attention, not the other way around. And I saw the coworkers, most of them that I'm familiar with at this point. Here's where I am currently on the marker tray sort polystyrene ball project. I did some work on it during the hours between me getting up for today and my dad taking me to the Wegmans I work at, during which a stop was made to activate my new debit card and an ATM. And then Dad drove me to the Wegmans I work at. Along with doing a bit of work on this project, I've also been doing bits of work on my mod list for Skyrim Special Edition over the past few days. Today in particular, I added a few mods. Although as of now, I haven't yet played Skyrim Special Edition, but I plan on doing so at some point. I based the eyebrows off as best I could to how real eyebrows look, using features on my phone's camera app, the default camera app. In both the hours before Dad drove me to work and in the hours after Dad picked me up from work and took me back to his place, I went through my current rotation of games on Congregate, which includes this one, Idle Grindia Dungeon Quest, One Among Zombies, Oceania, and Astral Raiders.